to Bentley's, little. What's your run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and make that. Yeah, make that. You got such a pretty face, what I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Why if you ain't talking paper, I tell shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then why if you ain't talking paper, I tell shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then think they girls don't be. If you didn't know, they be better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think girls better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
Have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic
oh, when the saints
when
the saints go marching in.
Sometimes I give myself the
First opened in 1975. Resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Thomas Morstead will get us started here. And off we go from the Superdome. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go. Blue, 32. Beat old Blue. Ready.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Donovan Wilson.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Out to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd down, Purdy. That is part of the 3. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
McCaffrey. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Robinson will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Ready.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Good for us.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Ready. 33. Yellow. 5, 6. Hut.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
52 blue. Edo blue. Ready.
Throwing now is Rattler. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
Ultra.
Now Rattler gonna throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, New Orleans.
Another Saints. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
go now. Check, hut.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His pass right side, taken in by Cooks. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Camaro trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Ready.
Again, it'll be Camaro, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play, and now it is third and goal.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
On the double.
Third and goal.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Rattler now back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. The Niners have the early advantage. More from New Orleans after this. Back near the goal line, it's Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
It is second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Right back to Pearsall again. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
You know, like these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Purdy out wide to Pearsall on the RPO.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
From the 42 now, here's second and 2. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Sometimes you just have to keep it simple. You don't need to overthink things on second and short. Give it to the big guy behind you, send him crashing forward through the line, pick up the first down.
First and 10. Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This is teach tape. This is exactly how they teach defensive linemen to rush the quarterback. First order of business is obviously get a sack, get to the quarterback, disrupt the pocket. If you can't get there, get big in the throwing lane, and that's exactly why.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. Who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Ryan Brzee, their 4th tackle.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. That's a slant to Ayuk. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
At the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready. Set, hunt.
To throw, it's Rattler. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Rattler. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 32.
On the ground, it's Kamara. Oh! And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Kentre Miller. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming in.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It is second and 9.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Rattler. And the Niners are going to take possession.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down, they need 3. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. He's beyond midfield to the 45. Tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. What a try. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
35-yard line.
Ready, right. Here we go, set, cut.
Throwing is Rattler. Pass is caught by Olave. And and they will finally run him down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Javon Bailey was the intended target. And third down coming up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Here we go.
On third down, here's a run by Kamara. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. They only need a yard, and it's fourth down.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Set.
We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to be close to the first down. Welcome just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the first down. Good run. The drive continues.
I like that call on third down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on third down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating third down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with third down run.
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be forced out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, 49.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
A first down throw for Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try to run. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Go now! Green Jack! Black Chuck! Ready.
Now Rattler going to throw. That one downfield for Cooks. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Play action. Here's Purdy. Throw, right side, complete to Pearson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 5. To throw is Purdy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
3rd and 5. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4.
The 19-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now Purdy. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
I don't think the back was the primary target on this play, but just a great job by the quarterback understanding. It's 4th down. I've got to get this ball out of my hand and give our offense a chance at converting, and it's exactly what he's able to do by getting it to his back and letting him pick up the rest.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. Working his way out left. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal.
A 31-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Niners extend the lead to 24-0.
Saints nothing.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Now, faking the give. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. 3rd down coming up.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Good cross.
Motion.
Throwing now is Rattler. He's got his man. It's Hill. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Saints first down.
That's good.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Black shot. Ready, ready. 52 blue. Steel, black. Ready.
Rattler now back to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
In trouble, and down he goes. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Red, cycle.
To throw, it's Rattler. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down on what will be a big play then on 4th and long.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
60 red. 60 red. Fight. 97.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Fight. 60. Opposite. Green. Check white. Ready.
Pistol give to Kamara. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Okay.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
It doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. Blue, 32. Red, yellow. Punt.
Here's Rattler. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal.
Red, 38. Ready?
Looking to throw. Rattler. He pulls it in around the 5.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. To give credit to the defense, they were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is Hush in the end zone. He's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Saints. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That'll be caught. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10. Again, it's Purdy. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy can catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the Pats. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, green.
Throwing is Rattler. That Ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
Black, 95.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their Week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in Week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That one caught Devon Vele. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16. And very quickly, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? Black Ultra. 45. White. Cut.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 39 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal.
Let's go. 10 black. Hut, hut.
They'll run with Miller. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Third and
52
goal.
blaster. Blaster, 6. Steel, black. Ready, ready.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. This hot, and he'll take it on in. Brandon Cooks, touchdown, New Orleans.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Makes the score Niners 31, Saints 13.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.